Well, Fox News' Tucker Carlson has just been targeted by the United States government for saying something about the Biden administration that they didn't like. Now, before we get into this report, I want to remind you, check out my partner at noblegoldinvestments.com. If you guys haven't gotten a 401k or converted it into some kind of Roth IRA, gold, silver IRA, then now is the time to do that, because they are giving away this American Eagle 1/10 ounce gold coin. You can see it here on the screen. This thing is an awesome and a keeper, by the way, a collectible item. But get to noblegoldinvestments.com today and check out what they have to offer regarding your 401k or Roth IRAs. All right. So what on earth is going on, and why is the United States government now monitoring the Fox News host? Well, take a look at what he had to say on Fox News.
On Wednesday, 2 days ago, during a closed-door briefing in Congress on Russia, Jim Cooper of Tennessee, a Democrat, asked an intelligence briefer to find out if this show is tied to Russia. We're not tied to Russia, of course. It's a cable television program. We're not a diplomatic mission. Jim Cooper, needless to say, knows that. But that's not the point. The point is we've criticized the Biden administration's Ukraine policy. So in retaliation for that, Jim Cooper has asked the intel agencies to dig up dirt on us. To be clear, that's not allowed. It's illegal. It is illegal to use the U.S. government to settle partisan scores or to silence opposition journalists. It is also, by the way, illegal to secretly monitor their electronic communications. But Joe Biden's NSA did that to this show this summer. That happened. We're not speculating about it. The NSA admitted it. And Congressman Cooper admitted what he did today when we asked him, though he was too cowardly to come on the show tonight to explain how he could justify that.
So the Democrat is very clear here. He says, if you disagree with the Biden administration's policies on Ukraine and Russia, which obviously Tucker Carlson does, then by that standard and definition, you are potentially a Russian agent and you should be monitored and investigated, which, by the way, as Tucker Carlson noted, it's completely illegal. Illegal. What the Democrats are asking for. So thereby, the only reason that you would want to do that is because you want to target and go after your political opposition, which, by the way, the Democrat Party has been doing everything in their power to remove any and all conservative and libertarian and Christian voices from on the air. And they're winning in some areas and failing in others. One of the reasons, by the way, I created Restricted Republic. And you want to know what else? It's not just Tucker Carlson they're accusing of being a Russian agent. But take a look at this Fox News article here. And it says this is what Tucker Carlson says. The media thinks we and the president of Ukraine are agents of Russia. So even the Ukrainian president, he goes on to talk about what's going on here. And basically, I'm going to summarize this a little bit, but I'll leave it in the link so you can check it out. But basically, Joe Biden makes a call to the president of Ukraine and warns him about his fate and basically says, and I'm rounding this up, and there's speculation because the White House denies it, yet Ukraine president doesn't. So there's all kinds of rumors going on about this. But basically, the call doesn't go well. And he warns the president of Ukraine, there's going to be an invasion and you're all going to, freak out, panic. There's going to be an invasion. And the Ukrainian president's like, wait, whoa, dude, you're digging more into this than you actually should. So in other words, the United States of America is building up more of this war, according to what the information we received on Ukraine. But he goes on to say this, and Tucker Carlson does, and he makes a really good point here about that conversation. He says, if you are not terrified about the prospect of a Russian invasion in Ukraine, the question is, whose side are you on here? Whose side are you on? And we know the answer to that question. You're on Putin's side. So it looks like the president of Ukraine himself has been compromised by Russian information. The Ukrainian president is what we on cable news refer to as an agent of Putin. And that means the Russians are so diabolically effective. They've recruited the guy they are preparing to go to war against. How clever is that? He says, and obviously he's being very sarcastic here, but the point is that if you're going to accuse Tucker Carlson of being some kind of agent simply based off the fact that he disagrees with your policies on Ukraine, then so does the president of Ukraine, then he should be considered a Russian agent. This is how stupid a lot of people in that Democratic Party are. And here's the other thing. That's why I keep telling you, it's all about targeting their political opposition. They did not like that Tucker Carlson, who is a huge voice in the conservative and Republican movement, said he doesn't want to go to war with a nuclear country. Who would? And he further says, look, there is no benefit whatsoever to get involved in this conflict between Ukraine and Russia when we have no financial benefit or no benefit whatsoever over getting involved with Ukraine. It's a good question. But because he asked the question, they don't like it. Also because he called this out on the Democratic Party that they didn't like. This is on Fox News. Democrats suddenly value the border security, but not the U.S. border. Nope. Just the Ukrainian border. So he calls that out about the Democrats as well. And suddenly he's some kind of quote unquote Russian agent. But the bottom line here, I keep hearing rhetoric from the Democrats building up this tension with Russia and the tension between Russia and Ukraine. Here's just the latest example. CNBC, Biden's security advisor, Sullivan, says Russia invasion could come any day. Be ready, any day. Invasion. They want this going on, and you got to start asking why they want it going on. What are they distracting from? Are they trying to go to war? Well, if you keep poking the bear, something could happen. Anyhow, please don't forget, just a quick reminder, again, check out my partner, noblegoldinvestments.com. If you haven't converted your 401k, now is the time to do that, or just get a 401k. But diversify your profile because, as you know, the economy is in a just shambles. Their job numbers, they say, are up, when in reality, they're not up. But get to noblegoldinvestments.com. Give them a call today and check out what they have to offer. And by the way, Noble Gold Investments also has a YouTube channel. You can get advice and support. All you have to do is go to youtube.com, plug in the words Noble Gold Investments, and plug that into YouTube there. And then right there, Noble Gold Investments, here's their YouTube channel with 10,000 subscribers. Subscribe to that channel, click the bell, follow what they have to offer. They put lots of good videos up about all the things you're going to want to hear about. Anyhow, thanks again for tuning in. I'm Lisa Haven, signing out.